Minecraft deserts look empty, but real deserts? They're some of the most alive places on Earth. How similar are they really? First of all, not all deserts are hot. Technically, the largest desert on Earth is Antarctica, because what defines a desert isn't heat, it's dryness. A desert, scientifically, is just a place where evaporation outpaces precipitation, so more water is lost to the sky than actually falls from it. In the real world, we've got hot subtropical deserts like the Sahara, rain shadow deserts which form behind mountains, coastal deserts like the Atacama, and cold deserts like Antarctica. In real life, most of the world's deserts exist where dry air sinks back down to Earth, usually around 30 degrees latitude. That sinking air blocks clouds from forming, so it almost never rains. Meanwhile, in Minecraft, deserts are next to jungles, swamps, mangroves. What is happening? So how does Minecraft actually decide where a desert goes? It's about something called erosion values, which is basically flatness and world generation. Higher erosion equals flatter terrain, which equals maybe a desert. So you get sand, sandstone, dead bushes, and no rain ever, which seems right at first, but actually, a lot of deserts do get rain, just not very often. And when it hits, it's intense. Think flash floods and insane rain events. North American deserts, like the Sonora, are relatively less arid. They get monsoon bursts in summer. African and Middle Eastern deserts, on the other hand, extremely arid. Some places haven't seen rain in years. Minecraft's generic hot desert ignores all this nuance. The truth is, desert terrain is sculpted by millions of years of plate tectonics, erosion, and climate systems. They have alluvial fans, where sediment spreads out from mountain runoff, playas, which are dry, muddy lake beds full of cracks, and of course, the Badlands. Minecraft nailed the look here. Layered terracotta, red sand, towering rock formations. The eroded Badlands are actually based on places like Bryce Canyon in the United States, and it looks awesome. Real Badlands are semi-arid. They're dry, but not always desert. Vegetation is sparse, soil is loose, and colors vary. But in Minecraft, Badlands and deserts are almost always found right next to each other. That's a problem. In the real world, Badlands and deserts aren't automatically neighbors. In terms of plants, cacti are everywhere in the game's deserts, but they're surprisingly more rare in the Badlands. Meanwhile, dead bushes are about 10 times more common, which actually makes a bit of ecological sense. The rockier terrain makes it hard for deep-rooted plants to survive. But the biggest flaw of these biomes? Biodiversity. Real deserts are alive, you just have to know where to look. And yet, in typical Minecraft fashion, they're empty. No animals spawn naturally in the Badlands, besides armadillos and wolves. It's just rock. Real Badlands, like those in the American Southwest, are home to an astonishing diversity of creatures, from snakes and amphibians to mammals like prairie dogs, jackrabbits, and even the endangered black-footed ferret. And then in deserts, outside of villages, the only passive mob you find are rabbits. And while rabbits do exist in deserts, the way they behave in Minecraft is kind of tragic. In reality, desert species like jackrabbits are crepuscular, active at dawn and dusk when the heat is low. During the day, they'll rest in burrows or shade. In Minecraft, they bounce around all day under the sun like baked potatoes with legs. We should at least have some reptiles. Reptiles are practically pre-adapted for desert life. Scales prevent water loss, and they excrete uric acid instead of urea, which conserves water. My biggest pet peeve is the absence of arthropods, minus the generic spiders. Deserts are known for exceptionally high arthropod diversity, especially arachnids like scorpions and spiders. I'd like to give a shout out to the MMORPG server Windcraft for exemplifying what deserts should look like, with cute scorpions and huge camel spiders. In a recent update, Mojang is adding warm variants of pigs and chickens. Instead of adding roadrunners, owls, or vultures, we get desert-colored chickens. On Earth, we literally have pig-like desert animals called javelinas. It's seriously a missed opportunity. Okay, but it's also worth mentioning that bats spawn in desert, which is pretty cool. In real life, bats are important nocturnal pollinators of plants like cacti. If Mojang wants to make deserts more immersive, they just need to hire a biologist. In terms of plant life, Minecraft deserts at first seem appropriately barren. You get an occasional dead bush or cactus, and very rarely some sugarcane along rivers. That dead bush could be a creosote plant, which are alive and drought adapted. They have root systems designed to capture every droplet of rain. Minecraft's cactus has a single design, and it's nostalgic, yet painful. They're most likely inspired by saguaros, which are tall cacti found in the Sonoran Desert. In reality, cacti have a huge variety of shapes and forms. The recent addition of cactus flowers is a step in the right direction, but Mojang should really branch out. This video wouldn't be complete without me mentioning caves. Real deserts can hide underground oases, limestone caves full of bats, blind fish, and unique invertebrates, or troglobites, which are creatures adapted to total darkness. Minecraft almost gets there, but it doesn't follow through, but that's a topic for another video. So, are Minecraft deserts realistic? Kind of. They capture the dryness, but miss the complexity and life that make real deserts so interesting.